Hey guys, this is Robert with Malai Law Firm. We help entrepreneurs just like you start their businesses without dealing with the complicated legal forms. We're also the number one highest rated business law firm for entrepreneurs with more than 1,400 five-star Google reviews. Today we are going to talk about choosing a business address for your LLC or corporation. I'm sure many of you guys are wondering whether you need a physical office address or if you can use your home address, and even if you can use a virtual address. We understand that many businesses these days are small startups that try to conserve money and operate from home, so having a physical business address and renting office space is rarely the ideal situation for a new startup. But the answer is that you can use any of these addresses as your business address. However, they all have different implications. First, let's discuss using your home address as the business address. Technically, any business owner can use his or her home address when filing with the state. However, it is important to note that in most states, if you use your home address, then it is going to be listed on the state's website and will become public information. This is not the case in all states, such as Wyoming, but a majority of the states will list the business address on the website. So if you're just starting out and you are considering using your home address, then it is important to think about whether you want that address being listed on the state's website. The second thing you may be considering is opening a P.O. box to be the business address. This is not a bad idea and works in many states. However, some states will not allow you to use a P.O. box as the registered business address. So before opening up the P.O. box, it is important to make sure that your state permits the use of a P.O. box as the business address. Also, when using a P.O. box as the business address, you may face issues when obtaining your EIN number because the IRS oftentimes does not permit P.O. boxes. You may also want to consider avoiding a P.O. box because it does not look very credible to your clients or customers. So ultimately, using your home address or a P.O. box are not the best options. You should think long and hard before you decide to use your home address because this is going to be public information and many new business owners may not want this to be publicly available to their customers or clients. So this brings me to the next two choices that you have. The first choice is to rent office space and pay rent for a physical space. This is a great option if you are a business owner that must run the business from a physical location, or if you need an office space to meet with clients or store inventory or host events. However, if you are a business owner that can operate your business from home, then I think you should strongly consider obtaining a virtual business address. There are several companies out there that can provide you with a business address in any state for a low monthly fee. These companies will not only provide you with a business address, but they will also collect mail for you, scan it, and email it to you. Some of them will even forward the physical mail to your designated mailing address so that you don't have to go pick it up. Prices for these services start at around $10 per month, and many of the companies also provide phone services with virtual receptionists and the ability to rent an office by the hour for when you need one. I believe that this is oftentimes the most cost-effective and safe approach for new business owners who need to look more official by having a legitimate business address and also save costs by not having to rent office space. So one last thing I want to mention to you guys is to not get confused with a registered agent and a business address. When registering your LLC or corporation, your state is going to ask for a business address and a registered agent address, and it is important to not get these two confused. A registered agent is required by all states and is essentially the contact person for your business. The registered agent is someone that you designate to receive important documents that are sent to the business, such as government documents and notices related to lawsuits. When registering your LLC, the state is going to ask you for the name and address of the registered agent. It is important to note that this is not the same thing as the business address. The registered agent address is only to be used for important legal documents and should not be listed on your website or business cards as the business address. While it is true that you can be your own registered agent and list your name and address as the business's contact person, it is important to remember that this information is publicly available online. So if you are concerned about your privacy, then you should consider hiring a registered agent company to be listed as the registered agent. So overall, if you want to protect your privacy, it is recommended to get a business address that is not your home address and to hire a registered agent company to act as the contact person for your business. These registered agent companies charge around $50 to $200 per year and will collect all important legal documents on behalf of the business and scan them and forward them over to you. Also, as I mentioned above, while a registered agent company will give you an address, you must know that this address can't be used as a business address. Regular mail that is sent to this address will not be accepted by a registered agent company. So overall, it is important to think long and hard about whether you want to use your home address in the beginning stages of your business, or whether you prefer to protect your privacy and go with a virtual address or rent office space. It is also important that you do not get confused and think that a registered agent address is the same thing as the business address. So if you're an entrepreneur looking to register your business in the US and are having trouble with some of the complicated forms and decision making, then click on the link below to schedule a free consultation with us. During the phone call, we will be able to help answer your unique and specific questions, and we will hold your hand throughout the process. So go ahead and click the link below. Also, if you guys have any questions, just post them below, and my team and I will answer them as soon as we can. See you guys in the next video.